Hello, you're welcome back to Project Management Demystified. Right, so today let's start a new project series. I know I've done one previously that was around reducing the waiting period, an idea around reducing the waiting period within the NHS. So I was thinking, let me do something similar, but for a different project, so people can get a flavor of applying project management principles to a different project. So the previous one was on healthcare, and I was thinking I would just make this one around climate change. So let's say the project is about reducing the impact of human activities on the climate, so reducing carbon emission. I know nothing about those things, but we all know, we hear in the news and we read that climate change, our climate is changing, and it could, or it will eventually, if we don't do things about it will impact us. And it's already impacting us in so many different ways. But as a project management professional, you work in an organization or you work with a government agency, and you've been assigned as either a project manager or a business analyst. So I'll touch on the different points how a project management professional could come in: change manager, change analyst, PMO. Well, I've done a series on PMO analyst, so the principles can be applied to almost any project. Right, so I was doing a series previously around a regulatory project or project management role, because the role is project manager, business analyst, and everything. And even towards the end, I also saw that role requires some data analysis, the data visualization, knowledge and experience and skills. So yeah, it's a handful. So anyone that would apply for that role, I wish you all the best. For people that are just starting up in their career, I think it will be a very good opportunity, so that you can kind of broaden your experience, broaden your horizon. And anyone that's a business analyst that wants to advance, because you will be having some exposure to project manager roles, to data visualization, data analysis role experience, so that would help as well. So back to climate change. So every one of us, I welcome everyone to contribute. I welcome you to contribute. Send me a message. I get a lot of messages, a lot of questions. Some people ask questions about things that I have already covered, so I tend to just direct them, just look for the video and share with them. So thank you everyone for all the questions. Right, so climate change, what are we doing? So we want to reduce the impact of our activities. So I work in either a government organization or a private organization, and I've been assigned as a project management professional. And I think my first video and then subsequent references to project management, I define project management as thinking and acting to increase the likelihood of success of a project. So if you're a project management professional on a project, just continue to think and continue to act towards increasing the likelihood of success of the project. And that will be possible and realistic if the success of the project is defined and it's clear to everyone. So in the previous project management series that we did, it was about reducing the waiting period. There were a number of options, but we went for an option that was the kind of almost the lowest cost, and it was more of a psychological option rather than recruiting more doctors or nurses. Was a psychological option that we went for eventually, and I hope it works. In real life, we would have continued to manage it and continue to assess the impact. So this one, reducing carbon footprints. So where do we start from? So I've just come. First thing, I'll need to understand how much we have. So do we have a fixed budget, or do we have an open budget? So if we have a lot of money that we can spend, we can continue to spend as long as there is impact, then that might be one of the things we'll need to consider. So I'll bring stakeholders together. So to bring stakeholders together, you need to understand who these stakeholders are. So other government agencies. So in the project management language, we can say we're identifying stakeholders. So we'll be defining what we want to achieve, understanding what we want to achieve, what the process is about, what the project is about, sorry, and then identifying stakeholders alongside. Because as a project manager or as a business analyst or as a program manager or as whatever, change, whatever, just name it, I know nothing about the project. It is the stakeholders that would kind of guide me. So I might say that this is what we want to do, but what I think we want to do or what the organization thinks we want to do might not be possible. That's why the stakeholders are really important. So their inputs into what we want to do, except detailed research has gone into what we want to do and it's really clear that it's possible and the project management professional is just coming to implement. I've said a lot there. Let me stop there for today, let it sink in, and then I'll see you on the other side. We'll continue tomorrow. Cheers. Bye-bye.